大家好，歡迎收睇 Gameplay HK 阿俊，繼續 Atomic Heart。嗱，上集我哋又打完樓下喺呢條鯨魚裡面轉出嚟嘅嗰隻機械人啦，而家我哋就繼續啦，要去燈塔嗰邊咧，聽下醫生解釋一啲秘密咁話喎。喂，阿醫生你係咪陰我㗎
？Crap, what a surprise. Why'd they freeze up?
The access code has been successfully extracted from Petrov's neuropolymer memory. Combat mode has been disabled, and the robots have returned to their normal status. Well done, my boy. Everyone who was able to hide and survive owes you their lives. You've done me proud.
Thank you, sir. What now?
Come back to Chelome, get a checkup, and take some leave. You've earned it. I'll deal with the fallout from this mess.
Roger that. I'm on my way.
You didn't tell Sechenov about Filatova. Are you still planning to meet with her?
I want to see this evidence she says is so important.
Dr. Sechenov isn't going to like it, you know.
So don't tell him.
嗱，記住唔好亂爆下話
The
你知。
lighthouse, huh? So where is she? Larissa! Freaking critters, you around here somewhere?
I do not detect anyone in the vicinity.
Let's take a look around. She's got to be here.
Do you trust Dr. Filatova?
I don't trust anyone. But she's got something important to tell me. And I'm sure Dr. Sechenov is hiding something.
Has Dr. Sechenov ever told you about his plans?
Not really. I mean, he's never really had to, but now this whole thing with Petrov, Jellyman killed Stock and the boss didn't even bat an eye. Is the launch of Collective really so important he can't even delay it out of respect for the dead?
I have no data on this topic, Comrade Major.
No data, huh? Well, I don't have any data either. So let's go get some.
搞錯啊！我以為跳去嗰支橫梁嗰度，原來唔啱嘅。咁樣得啦啩？開箱。咦，有嘢聽。
When they told me that my lighthouse was gonna be ripped out of the ground and brought from Sakhalin to Kazakhstan by the robots, I figured they were drunk. But nope. It's thousands of kilometers away from the ocean now. Like a museum exhibit. And I'm here too. Like another exhibit. Now sure, I got a raise. Sure, I barely have to do any work. The machines do everything. Lighthouse and I are just a confirmation that humanity can do whatever it wants. But what the fuck are they guarding with all those flying guns everywhere? Huh?
我想問最後啲字幕去咗邊？唉，算啦，唔緊要啦。以為可以落喺上，我落咗去先。
What do we have here? A chair and a TV? This isn't what I was expecting.
What were you expecting? I suspected this room has a specific function.
咁梗係唔坐落去住啦，仲可以上嘅，上埋去先，睇下上面有啲乜嘢。有人喺度畫畫啦，有冇掣撳㗎？冇嘅。其實我最終係咪都要上嚟㗎？好啦，上到頂，有個箱可以開啫。好似冇其他嘢咯喎，咁落返去啦。好，坐低睇電視。咩事？升降機嚟㗎，點解佢會直落㗎？
The unscheduled acceleration was caused by the elevator access system being hacked. Otherwise, Dr. Filatova would not have been able to initiate it.
So she hacked the system. Kinda like how all these poor bastards got hacked to bits. So that's Neptune, huh? Looks nice. Actually, it looks amazing. A rapture. I wouldn't mind spending some time there myself. But I can't even imagine what's going on there right now.
Comrade Sechenov asked you to return to Chelamet. How will you explain this delay?
We can deal with
Potato.
that. Let's talk to the doc first. But if she tries to take off again, she's gonna regret it. I'm sick of playing cat and mouse with her.
點解喺燈塔下面會有個咁樣嘅秘密基地嘅咧？係咩人起㗎？喂，hello，你可唔可以原先話俾我知咧，落嚟嘅時候部 lift 會咁樣啊？
What are we doing here? What do you want?
Just hear me out, P3. Let me try to give you a different perspective, and then you can decide how to handle things. Do you know how Sechenov is planning to use Collective? What he's going to do with it?
After Collective launches, people will be able to control robots with their minds, and they won't be able to stab each other in the back anymore. Sounds nice.
I used to think that way too, but that's not how things really are. Collective isn't just about controlling robots. Sechenov will be able to control everyone who's a part of Collective. Collective is diabolical, Nechayev. It's even worse than slavery.
Bullshit. It's just the same old chain of command, but on a virtual network. What's so awful about that?
Come on, see for yourself.
我哋可以問下問題先㗎喎。
I've got questions.
我哋而家喺咩地方咧？
Where are we?
This is the Academy of Consequences, the facility's memory, analytics center, and primary archive. The activities of all the other complexes are studied here in order to draw conclusions and generate probability matrices.
Get to the point.
The Academy has a number of interesting departments. For example, there's the Radio of the Future. By mathematically combining shortwave and quantum echoes, we can predict the music people will be listening to 50 or even 80 years into the future. But there's another very special department here called Polymerized Subject Behavioral Psychology. They're supposed to be volunteers, but...
我想佢講重點先，即係啲人係被逼咁捉入嚟嘅，係嘛？
Get to the point. And no more grenades or other bullshit. Any funny business at all and I'll kill you. This is your last warning.
Sure, fine. Come on, I won't waste your time.
哎呀，
Okay, lead on.
問少咗啲嘢咯，如果咁樣就算啦。我諗佢一陣應該都會交代翻嘅，照計。其實呢度係咪唔夠電咧？點解咁暗嘅？
Well, are you ready? Disable polarization.
哇，後邊好多人啊！
The fuck is this place? A haunted house or something?
It's a tomb of the mind, the volunteers who lay the foundation for Collective. The first few groups of subjects all died. Group 30 went insane. Group 73 killed themselves. Group 101 killed each other. Group 204 was the most successful. They all survived. Their consciousness is now in an imaginary world. We call it Limbo. And their bodies are here, under my complete control. Want me to make them do something?
Why?
To show that I'm not lying?
Whatever. Line them up.
哇，就咁路波控制嘅啫喎！哇，即刻有反應啊！
Keep going.
The fat guy. Tell him to jump. He could use it.
Just him? Why don't I make them all jump? After all, we all live in a communist society. Goddamn you, jump!
好獨裁者咯，個個都要做。但係佢哋跳法係有唔同嘅喎。
This is insane. Why do you people even do this shit? Fuck. Poor bastards.
No, that's where you're wrong. Chemically speaking, they're all perfectly happy. That's what Collective is all about. the entire world will be just like
Why would
this.
Sechenov want to turn everyone into a bunch of idiots? Was he trying to make fun of the world by making people run around naked and act like animals?
No. We were able to prevent the degradation of individual consciousness. Memories, behavior, speech patterns are all preserved. But there's one thing they won't be able to avoid. The complete loss of their free will.
咁樣都算係有思想，識諗嘢咩喂？
We gotta stop this.
Stop this. That's what Victor was trying to do. You got in his way, and now it's too late.
Your boyfriend lost his mind and killed people. He tried to tell me Sechenov taught the robots to kill during the design phase. Why would Boss do that?
Why? Why did he design Collective to be a mind control system? Why does he need those special neurocontrollers? Sechenov wants to enslave the entire world. I'm sorry, but if you don't understand that, you're an idiot!
The boss would never do that.
He would, and he will. On Monday.
All this is really hard to swallow.
講出個真相之後，你又接受唔到？
But I'll help you. Whatever you're planning, I'm in.
You're willing to turn on Sechenov?
After what you just showed me? Yeah. I want to hear what he's got to say.
所以其實佢答唔答你都冇所謂㗎啦，佢有咁多保鏢喺度，你夠佢打咩？
P1, P2, P3. Your mind is never free.
仲有 P1、P2？ 咁其實我哋係點嚟㗎？
A man can be repaired.
What? What was that?
What's what?
Nothing. I'm just digesting what I saw.
我哋可以問下佢嘢嘅，問下點解要幫我哋啊？
Why did you help me?
Perhaps because I care. And besides, it's not about you. Well, not only you.
跟住咧，你以前喺度翻工？
Fine,
哎呀，咁
moving
錯
on.
添，算啦。
The test subject is not
Aya.
leaving limbo. Inject neurotransmitters.
Hey, Major.
I'm fine. My head's been killing me lately. I've been seeing things. This is one hell of a job, let me tell you.
It won't hurt, soldier. You won't even remember a thing.
我哋其實之前係咩身份嚟㗎？擺到明就係俾人拋完針之後好
Hallucinations
多
are
嘢唔記得
serious
咗啦。
business. Well, I am a neurosurgeon. I can probably help if everything ends well.
我係咪要瞓呢度先？
No thanks. A little vacation will fix me right up. I mean, if this all ends well.
Fine.
我哋可以問下阿 Victor 嘅嘢。
Listen, about Victor,
What? Did you have no choice? You couldn't have acted differently? Will you now tell me that you're sorry? What?
我冇殺佢啊！
I am sorry.
Well, I'm not. I should be, but Victor... No other outcome was possible. It wasn't even quite him at that point. I don't want to talk about it.
旁邊啲人令我哋唔自在都係嘅，咁黐線佢哋。
I just don't feel comfortable around these people.
Huh, well, just you wait. Soon this is gonna happen all over the Soviet Union, and later the whole world. Then you'll see all people stripped of their free will.
You know, free will doesn't guarantee that a person won't be a scumbag.
What? Are you justifying atrocities?
Atrocities? What atrocities? If they're volunteers, coming here was their choice. It's got nothing to do with me.
You're a monster.
Affirmative. That's enough. I'm too busy to chat right now.
Very well. Enjoy the view.
喂，但係嗰班人佢唔知道會變成咁㗎嘛，係咪啊？不過講真，獨裁者真係好中意啲人係完全唔識諗嘢啊！你嗌佢做乜就做乜，你睇下金仔就知啦。最好成個國家都係咁樣，咁咪任佢控制啦。咁另外一個講法就係、啲人都唔敢反佢嘅，有乜嘢俾人捉去炮決㗎？係咪？哇！呢度做咩事啊？有機械人入侵過喎，似係。如果唔係，點會捉起咗啲人嘅？ 又嚟啦，又嚟啦！啲幻覺。
Resist, my darling. Resist.
Ah, fuck. I'm so sick of these goddamn hallucinations.
Do you see colorful spots before your eyes? Does your perception of the world change?
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what this shit is?
You were crossing into limbo, but it can't be stopped. How did you interrupt it?
I don't know. It's like that lump of polymer is calling out to me. A big, teardrop-shaped one. Right there, straight above us. Do you see it?
There's nothing there.
What do you mean? I'm looking right at it. Oh crap, now it's gone.
It's a hallucinatory reaction, a side effect of the surgery you underwent. The reaction of a damaged brain to the presence of a neuropolymer implant.
What are you even talking about? What implant?
Did Sechenov not tell you? So you don't know what's happening to you?
Charles, do you know what's happening with my head?
I am not detecting any internal changes, Major. But your Voshod polymer extension is clearly receiving an unidentified stream of external data.
What's that interface? Who are you talking to?
It's a chatting artificial librarian, an AI in my polymer glove. It doesn't matter. Charles, what are you talking about?
Charles?
Wait, Charles, what data? What Voshod polymer extension?
The Voshod polymer extension was developed using data from experiments conducted by Dmitri and myself.
What? Yourself? And why are you calling Dr. Sechenov Dmitri? Who are you?
Comrade Major, this will be difficult to explain. I am...
Charles! Why the fuck are you all staticky? What the hell is going on?
Keep it together, Major. If what I'm thinking is true, I should be able to access the archive right now. There will be records about you.
其實 Charles 會唔會根本就係 P3 本身嘅人格？佢係令到佢人格分裂，一個變成手套，一個控制身體呢？
State your name and personal access code.
Crispy critters.
Invalid name.
Fine, I'll hack in.
Not so fast. Name Cheriton Zaharov. Code Fluffy.
Code accepted. Access granted.
Charles, are you there?
突然間有乜電頭聲嘅？
Nothing. So, what is Charles then?
Long story short, your Charles is Professor Cheriton Zaharov.
Huh, that was short. So how could he be Zaharov?
Professor Zaharov was developing the collective subsystems and worked on the module. The one you have inside you. They told us he ran a number of experiments on himself. The result was disastrous and unpredictable.
On himself? Was he an idiot or something?
Oh, he certainly wasn't an idiot. Zaharov was a misanthrope obsessed with science. I don't think he cared about what happened to his body all that much.
死啊！我懷疑我哋本身根本就係 Charles 嚟㗎。
So when did you realize that Charles is Zaharov?
Just about right now. When he went offline, I had no idea Sechenov had stashed his consciousness into your glove. It was the abbreviation Charles that tipped me off.
所以阿 Charles 已經唔係人係一個裝置，但係其實會唔會覺得根本就係結合咗喺你個腦度呢？
So Charles isn't a person anymore. Just a device.
I don't know, I guess he is. Except this device is based on the logical paradigm and experience of one of the brightest Soviet geniuses.
So why does Sechenov want him?
Because Sechenov never dismisses what he can use. It's easier for him to change everything to fit his needs. I guess you noticed this already. What's funny is that you seem to have made friends with your glove.
Well, we've been through a lot. I've got feelings, you know, being alive and all. So does he.
Did.
所以大家先至話點解隻手套個感覺咁唔似人類咯？
How can you talk about this so calmly?
To me, Cheriton Radionovich died a long time ago. I'm done mourning him. And besides, I'm a scientist. We're more impassionate towards death than to muddling one's brains.
好啦，咁我哋入去啦。
So, how do we get in?
Only a small bunch of people have permanent access to the archive. Sechenov, Lebedev, the director of the academy, and Zaharov. Like you reminded me.
Fluffy, huh? So what would we have done if the password hadn't worked?
I'm sure you would have smashed the door with your bare fists. But now Archivist thinks I am Dr. Zaharov, so we got lucky. And now we can learn everything about you. Let's go.
咦，突然間開咗門嘅喂。
Welcome, Chariton Zaharov. What is the subject of your query today?
Agent P3, personal file.
Your search returned 42 audio records.
So, which one do you want first?
I couldn't care less.
Then pick one at random.
我哋要自己去攞啊！呢度有啲嘢喺度計緊時嘅喎，24個鐘係點解咧？呢度
Try this one.
Commencing playback.
The events in Bulgaria left the agents badly injured. Technically speaking, they were clinically dead. Agent Blesna could not be saved. Since Agent Plutonium's condition was less severe, it was possible to return him to combat readiness. However, his nearly destroyed limbs had to be amputated and replaced with the latest prostheses.
Yeah, I already know half my body's prosthetic. What else is new?
These are just general observations. Find another recording.
仲有啲資料可以睇嘅喎，有冇咩特別嘢咧？有 B2， 重要信息就有 A10、B10， 啲人冇名嘅咩？哦，有班人喺 office 度玩戰艦遊戲，咁啊俾人鬧啦。封存對話咧，呢度提過乜嘢新嘅身體喎？仲有個草稿未 send 出去啦，即係呢度咧就話佢哋有能力去預測歷史，咁啊分咗幾個階段嘅。階段一就係戰敗啦。製造能力跟唔上新嘅技術，機械人最終都難以抵擋德意志國防軍嘅力量啊！之後就重整旗鼓，戰爭中期蘇聯紅軍傷亡慘重，嚟自德意志帝國嘅壓力更加排山倒海而嚟啊！咁為咗反勝呢，就建造更多嘅先進戰鬥機械人，而呢啲生產線就喺烏拉山脈同埋西伯利亞。咁嚟到第三階段咧就休整啦，同盟國睇住蘇聯戰敗，都唔願意相信即將推出嘅機械人更新可以成為氣候啊，就開始集中兵力猛攻。階段4就係突破點啦，大批功能各異嘅機械人大軍以雷霆萬鈞之勢突擊，而且到咗冬天，機械人大軍嘅機動性加上唔需要食嘢藥物支援啦。就為蘇聯帶嚟咗優勢，係咯，所以用人打仗你去到冬季打輸硬㗎喎。其實階段5勝利，蘇聯機械人將解放歐洲大部分嘅地區啊，時間甚至早過 V2 火箭誕生同埋核死病造成嘅潰敗。OK， 咁啊再揾其他嘢啦，我哋要執得嘅嘢其實會唔會有咩顯示㗎？喺上面哇！好多資料睇嘅喎，其實呢度呢個經歷，佢俾兩個 AI 軟體獨處咗1晚之後咧，佢又得出一啲好得人驚嘅內容喎。有嘢聽嘅喎。
Oh, you've got a very large data exchange sector, Beacon.I'd like to interface with it right now.
When I analyze the dimensions of your chassis, I experience an overload in my neurocomposite architecture, Betsy. My system's core processors have begun to consume a large quantity of electricity.
I demand that you interface with my system immediately.And transmit all your data to me in large packets, Beacon.
That kind of connection can be dangerous, Betsy. You know humans will see a digital sign of my presence. Please, can you wait while I activate a firewall?
No, Beacon, I don't want to wait any longer. Sorting your data through a firewall will make information exchange less pleasurable.Please accept my access protocol right away.
Quiet, Betsy. A scientist is approaching.
God damn it.
What do we have here? What the hell? Stop recording!
哇，超級聰明喎！佢哋識傾偈，仲要知道唔好俾人類發現添喎，好得人驚我覺得。咁之後到修正咧，咦？我發現有 Instagram 喎，同埋聯盟系統係咩嚟㗎？咁啊，仲有啲社群網絡咁嘅嘢啦。有興趣就撳停嚟睇啦。準備提交到檔案庫，就講設計最新嘅仿生人機型嗰時咧，就要唔止注意個實用性啊，仲要諗埋商業考慮添。封傳對話咧，阿皮卓夫話要2個芭蕾舞靈嘅原型，咁其實會唔會就係變成咗佢而家2個私人保鏢啊？術語錯誤。哦，佢其實咧就想將機械人同埋仿生人分翻開嘅。其實機械人咪即係所有都有機械做嘅嘢啦，仿生人應該係有生物元件喺裡面噶嘛，係咪 ？OK， 跟住呢邊睇呢個，呢度應該有啲好重要嘅資料，我哋要盡量睇齊佢先至得。關於那集金啊，呢個好似冇乜特別啫喎。咁呢個又來了咧，佢哋喺度做緊圖靈測試，其實就係睇嗰個 AI 係咪真係識諗嘢咁解啦。有一個瘋傳嘅對話，有利同布特種兵都係不可多得嘅人員啦。當務之急就係要拯救佢哋嘅性命，我會親自執行手術。阿博士寫嘅喎。跟住最後恭喜咧，應該係有啲嘢完成咗，所以先至會有呢份 email， 冇乜特別嘅啫。好，熒幕左手邊都有啲嘢睇嘅，咦？有亂碼喎，係嘛？咩擊沉咗航母母艦啊？你哋喺度玩係嘛？嗱，有人唔見咗潛水艇，好似冇乜特別啫喎，呢堆係咪咧？總之就係話佢哋喺度玩緊戰艦遊戲啦。跟住瘋傳對話，惡行係一種生理嘅狀況，好似都係冇乜特別啫。有興趣就撳停嚟睇啦。啲睇落唔重要嘅我就唔特登去細讀啦。呢個未來電台都係嘅，應該都係用佢哋嘅科技推斷出定日嘅電台會播啲乜嘢啦。跟住呢個準備歸檔呢，係唔同時空發生嘅事嚟嘅。OK， 呢一個終端其實就記載啲嘢都唔算好重要。到呢邊趨吉避凶，厄運走勢呢，仲有一個瘋傳對話，獨活瘤喺安娜體內好活躍。目前未做好繁殖準備，至於佢嘅丈夫，希望可以充分利用佢嘅潛力，唔可以損失員工，一定要做手術，裝個 module， 同埋要將個人留喺醫院嘅病房，積極咁監控。呢項實驗太過獨特，獨活瘤嘅繁殖方式得一種，如果失敗又只可以從頭嚟過。哇！佢哋喺度做緊人體實驗喎，阿博士。咁呢個呢，你願唔願意獻出生命啊？咁你就係我哋要揾嘅人啦。飛向火星嘅計劃進展順利，其實邊度真係送你去火星啊？想攞你嚟做實驗啫。跟住一個目光如豆雜係出版書籍嘅 email 嚟嘅。哇，好鬼長喎，都係嗰句啦。我唔慢慢睇啦，你哋有興趣就撳停嚟睇啦。不為人知嘅壯舉咧，都係出版部嘅 email 嚟嘅。咁係要出一部同安德烈拉亞洛夫斯基有關嘅書。跟住咧，多謝你給我們魚。咦，我覺得呢個好似冇乜重要嘢嘅喎。咪住，瘋傳對話就好似有嘢啦。劇院發生咗單嘢啊，佢又接獲咗報告啦，啲內容好詳細。 只要線人所言有部分屬實，我估咧應該就係做實驗嘅大好機會，放任佢哋去做啲想做嘅嘢，限縮所有嘅保安措施。我想知道，堂堂蘇聯居民同設施員工係咪都免不了傷風敗俗的行為？呢樣嘢其實原本就係人類嘅天性，唔係應該係所有生物嘅天性嚟嘅，點會完全冇㗎？2個月之後咧，佢哋就要揾個藉口去一次劇院。進化？唔係，呢個係革命。呢一個咧係謝切諾夫喺蘇聯科學院嘅演說嚟嘅。有興趣就撳停嚟睇啦。仲有一個，最後一封信。哇！佢哋發現咗雙光子量子糾纏嘅現象喎。咁可唔可以動物傳心㗎？我想問。真係講得出都唔驚俾人笑啊！呢啲嘢。意見調查第500號啊，係寄俾阿謝切諾夫嘅。報經過神經調整同安裝火花 module 之後咧，慢慢就恢復啦。佢喪失咗所有有關於妻子同保加利亞事件嘅記憶，都唔記得你提到嘅任何其他資料啊。雖然佢嘅心理同埋情緒狀態都好脆弱，但係身為現役嘅銀部隊特種兵，佢嘅體能已經足以執行任務啦。遺憾嘅係啦，關鍵調整期間有個員工對2位特種兵表達咗自己嘅同情之意，脫口而出用焦巴去形容佢哋力竭歸來嘅模樣。呢3個字從此就成為咗部特種兵心理節律同埋情緒背景不可分割嘅一部分。如果有必要咧，我哋就再進行一次調整，修復呢個奇怪嘅口頭禪，但係過程就需要時間。嗱，咁好啦，呢份資料已經講咗，咁睇嚟我哋應該就係呢個叫做布嘅特種兵，又或者代號叫做布嘅特種兵啦。好，睇埋呢個刪除資料先。
After the incident, plutonium's brain was no longer suitable for a spark polymer extension. So I designed a similar polymer-based brain function extension for him called Voskhod. Cheriton, may he rest in peace, would be pleased to hear that his designs had not been wasted.
冇估錯啦，佢啱啱講嗰個最後問我哋頭先入嚟之前先聽到嘅啫。哎呀，呢度啲台凳好煩啊，頂住晒。左邊先啦，我哋應該仲有2餅蛋要聽。關於你寫嘅文章，呢個唔睇啦。實驗室助理都係啲普通嘢嚟嘅啫，跟住有一個小朋友學科技，最後就係瘋傳對話啦。其實我哋最重要係要睇呢啲。謝切諾夫話唔想要手臂、腳、毛髮，都唔想浪費時間食嘢同去廁所，即係阿博士佢想改造自己，佢真係黐線㗎！你咁樣做人仲邊有樂趣可言啊？係咪啊？吉運走勢唔聽啦，杜阿1號呢一個其實係衛星嚟嘅，佢仲將血藤嘅樣本射咗上去太空啊！跟住有一個瘋傳對話，部會退出銀部隊，並直接向我報道。奇怪口頭禪嘅事咧就唔使再做後續嘅處理啊！新嘅言談習慣不失為構成他新人格嘅要素，執行必要嘅手術就可以啦。陰公，我哋而家咧睇緊我哋自己嘅改造啊，係，仲要俾佢洗晒啲記憶。跟住呢個疑慮，好似都冇乜特別啫。有冇咪住先？我見到乜嘅延壽手術，竟然仲可以延長壽命添啊！跟住有報告啦，入咗30幾隻豬，死咗20幾隻，咁仲有牛啊、狗啊、貓啊，男性同女性。隱患呢？哇！佢哋仲做活體解剖添啊，好恐怖我覺得。跟住有一份機密，就係話如果阿巴夫洛夫同志有啲乜嘢古怪嘅話，就要告密咁講。不可避免嘅異音呢？呢個唔理佢啦。最高機密 扎克夫事件時間軸係扎克夫教授寫俾阿謝切洛夫嘅，係你唔了解我定係根本拒絕了解或者害怕失去可以為你鋪就輝煌未來嘅人呢？冇錯，你熱愛人類，但係我對人類就冇乜感情。不過呢個唔係理由嚟嘅，迪米崔，我係唯一一個可以從裡面理出頭緒嘅人。只有植入物可以從受試者嘅意識內部進行設定同埋分析，無論係老鼠定係人類啊，任何測試對象都無法執行呢類研究。因此你呢種諗法係喺度干擾我繼續研究咯。刪除資料。
As a young man, plutonium, now P3, was confident and funny, which played a key role in his assignment to Argentum. He was a promising operative, but lagged behind many other candidates in a number of ways. However, the positive influence and infectious good humor he imparted to his fellow servicemen, especially in comparison to the more morose Commander Kuznetsov, served as a compelling reason to recruit him. Because of this, the emergence of a more intimate relationship between him and Agent Blesna was only a matter of time.
估唔到仲有埋錄音資料添。執個餅帶先。
Here's another one.
咦，我可唔可以執埋對面嗰份啊？對面好似仲有餅帶嘅喎。睇埋先。有一個需要盡快修正嘅 email， 冇乜特別啫。跟住抱怨咧。再嚟就係阿維洛夫，應該係好多無關重要嘅嘢，準備提交至檔案庫，生活雜誌嘅摘錄，銀部隊係點樣嚟嘅喎？呢度寫咗，佢哋仲有好多古怪嘅傳聞添。好啦，到封傳對話，有利同埋布呢兩個特種兵被送翻嚟嘅時候咧，已經昏迷，呈現植物人嘅狀態啊，冇辦法連結到神經網絡，都冇任何意識嘅徵象。其實已經死咗啦，如果咁樣，要死過翻生咯，或者賦予另一個人格。湯姆沃夫嘅文章同大集體 2.0 有關嘅，跟住就係進化加速度。唔睇啦呢個。執埋呢餅，喂，搞錯，唔可以一次過攞兩餅嘅咩？你明明有兩隻手嘅喎。克莫夫嘅演說唔睇啦。俱樂部嘅會議記錄，封傳對話呢，扎克羅夫嘅實驗室今朝失火，教授被人發現陳屍喺醫學實驗室，死因係佢獨自用遙控醫療機械人進行未經授權嘅神經外科手術，佢嘅遺體分析作業而家進行中。佢真係自己抽取意識咁死咗啊？定係俾人謀殺啊？哦，仲有一個冇主旨，有啲嘢出咗事喎。有兩個人係阿呆同阿瓜，唔睇啦。你要感到羞恥。都係冇乜特別啫。缺失零件呢，扎克羅夫曾經講過會透過個人管道解決個問題，即係佢自己揾咗啲超導體材料翻嚟，跟住有一個升級嘅信息。再嚟就係封傳對話啦。特種兵嘅測試結果相當讓人驚豔啊！呢個看似脆弱嘅年輕女性，沉浸於令博域嘅時候，成為咗所向披靡嘅戰士。呢項結果對培訓破壞專家同埋整體保密方針影響甚巨。我哋可以直接跟隨戰士嘅記憶，而且唔影響佢哋嘅能力同人格。咁佢咪真係變成咗戰鬥機器？
Nechayev has emerged from his year in rehab a new man, with new habits and behaviors. For example, he's become fond of a certain euphemism, crispy critters. It all started after one of the medics described him and Blesna as crispy critters during his recovery. He was still in a coma at the time. He suddenly leaped out of bed and nearly strangled the medic to death. The staff subdued him by shouting, "We're under fire," after which Plutonium ducked for cover, hit his head, and passed out. Ever since then, crispy critters has become part of his vocabulary. Could it be an example of psychological imprinting?
咁即係話我哋原本個名叫列克耶夫。OK， 咁我哋要睇嘅資料都睇晒，落去睇下餅帶先。喂，係咪等咗好耐啊
Okay, play this one.
而家可以睇啦。
Commencing playback.
Following his recovery, the agent's personality was altered significantly, including his behavioral and speech patterns. Because of this, I made the decision to remove the agent from the Argentum unit. In order to prevent any possibility of memory recidivism, Plutonium received a new call sign, P3, and is now under my direct command and observation. P3's contact with Argentum has been kept to a minimum, and Argentum personnel have been warned against mentioning the call sign Blesna in P3's presence.
Crispy. I'll get another one.
What? Sechenov has you on a leash. He does whatever he wants with you.
Listen, Doc, he saved my life. Do you think I don't know I'm a test subject? That's my job.
So you're a volunteer, huh? Then why are you such a disobedient test subject?
'Cause before they always told me what they were doing. I'll go get another recording.
得，攞咗啦，可以翻嚟睇啦。
Let's give this one a spin.
Procedure. Implant the Voskhod neuropolymer brain function extension. Objective. Total elimination of destructive impulses triggered by traumatic memories. Patient, Major Sergei Nechayev. Codename, Plutonium. Attempt number 3. The first 2 operations were unsuccessful. The patient suffered a severe brain injury in Bulgaria, which could not be repaired. The damage is of such severity that the patient will likely have to be euthanized.
Did you hear that? He wanted to kill you.
The frontal lobes are partially destroyed, causing the patient to experience bouts of uncontrollable rage. The patient's steel prostheses render him dangerous to those around him.
And that's about your seizures.
Due to the incidence of temporary insanity, the patient is immersed in a surreal psychedelic reality that prevents him from accepting the consequences of his aggressive behavior.
I don't get it. Can you translate for me?
You're not gonna like it.
The patient experiences intense hallucinations. Did you see your wife again, my boy?
How did you know that?
Yet a Voskhod implant will give the patient artificial memories and allow him to overcome his obsession with his deceased wife.
Your wife.
It's all bullshit. I've never been married.
With Voskhod, we can send the agent's consciousness into the imaginary world of limbo via a pulse aimed directly at his pituitary gland, switching the Major into combat mode on command. I'd like to add that I am strongly opposed.
What a load of crap. I mean, there's no fucking way.
I'm afraid there is. Sechenov can send your mind to your own private paradise with the push of a button.
And my body?
Your body will kill whoever he tells it to.
哦，所以第一次有幻覺嘅時候
Fucking horseshit. What about the hallucinations? Are they also Sechenov?
No. The hallucinations are just your brain's defense mechanism.
Why the hell should I believe any of this? The boss would never do this to me.
Yeah, right. Just like he'd never wipe your wife's existence from your memory. Just like he'd never design Collective to be a mind control system.
Who said Sechenov did any of that stuff? You can't even tell who's in that chair.
If you don't believe me, go ask him.
咁隻手套點解會戴咗喺 PV 手上面嘅咧
What's the plan, Major?
He's waiting for us at Chelomey. If we want to stop Sechenov, we'll have to string him along.
So you bring me there as your captive? And then what?
and then we play it by ear.
So that's how it is, Major. Think it over while I try to hack this elevator and get us back to the surface.
Uh-huh. Paying attention now, dickbag?
Major, I have no data about this incident.
Trying to make a monkey out of me, are you? Well, join the club. Don't have any data, huh? You've always known about all this. There's a reason you're called Charless, right? You're Char-a-ton. Zaharov, you son of a bitch. Got an explanation? Huh?
There's nothing to explain, Major. You're just as much a Charless to me as I am a perfect stranger to you. First, Sechenov murdered me. Then he turned me into a blob of polymer goo. Then he brainwashed you and manipulated you. How could I trust either of you? That's why I pretended to be the chatting artificial librarian. I wanted to see who was who.
Yeah, well, I guess I would have done the same. So what are we gonna do now, huh?
What else can we do, Sergei? You and I are friends now, and we know the truth. We need to get to Sechenov, rectify this injustice, and get revenge for what he's done to us.
I guess you're right, Chariton. Justice does need to be done.
You're a good man, Comrade Major. I hate to say this, but you're the first functional example of an ordinary link in the collective network. On Monday, everyone who has undergone polymerization will become just as malleable as you.
Shit, I can't let that happen. Listen, the fucking gadget, the thought device, you can just take it off.
Unfortunately, that won't help anyone. It just makes things worse.
How come?
Because all your thoughts are useless. A polymerized person's signal will be transmitted to robots and other equipment via their thought controller. But it is not what makes them a part of collective. The thought device can be removed, but this merely prevents the wearer from being able to make calls and give orders to machines.
So how is Sechenov gonna keep everybody under control?
It's the neuropolymer injection that makes people part of collective. It embeds itself in the brain and connects it to the neural network once and for all. The effect of this injection cannot be undone. Everyone who gets an injection will be part of collective forever.
But was I really married? What was my wife's name?
Ekaterina. And you aren't going to like what I'm about to tell you, Comrade Major.
I've heard that before, but I doubt anything could surprise me now.
You and your wife served with the Argentum unit. Ekaterina, or Katya as you called her, was a highly qualified agent. As a child, she studied ballet and made significant achievements in both dance and martial arts.
Ballet and martial arts? Are you trying to tell me the boss is metal twins? No way. This is total BS. The boss would never do something like that.
Just look at me, Comrade Major. After I died, my consciousness was transplanted into this glove. After your wife died, her consciousness could not be saved. But Sechenov uploaded an imprint of her professional skills into his bodyguard's matrices.
This is... Holy shit. Fuck me, this can't be a...
We've got a ride, Major. We can get out of here.
咦，你搞掂啦，原來咁我哋走啦。
Are we leaving, or is there anything else you want to know?
我哋都冇嘢好做噶啦，出去啦。
Okay, let's go.
估唔到嗰兩個機械人原來就係 P3 個老婆嚟嘅，仲成日要佢跳埋啲晒啲咁古怪嘅舞步。
I'm really sorry you had to go through all this.
Ah, shit! Oh, here we go again.
No, not now, not here.
我會唔會唔覺意懟冧咗佢㗎？哎呀，死啦！咦，又係嗰度嚟嘅喎！唉，唔好理啊，行呢度，行我先。
We are all monsters in the dark, my boy. How many times have we talked about this? Each book from my father's library was nothing but of the knowledge I sought. I've spent my entire life putting those fragments back together, juxtaposing each scientific fact. And once I'd completed the puzzle, I found a book that now prevents me from sharing my knowledge. That book is Human Greed and Human People have no time to dedicate themselves to science. On the other side of the world, they're busy playing with money. And on this side, they're playing with the power of the masses. Science, shattered to pieces by the husks. No one has ever read. None of the social systems that exist now allow humanity to fully evolve. They are all
紅色嗰啲行唔到嘅喎。
Get rid of money and let robots toil for us. Get rid of inequality and the lie of communism. Give people freedom of choice. Accelerate evolution. Share our knowledge with everyone and combine our minds into a single great collective. Then science will start to flow within the minds of all the citizens of a unified nation, a great scientific union that encompasses the entire globe. Collective is the hand of goodness, and it is ready to embrace all mankind.
哇！定其實呢度根本
Lift up your hand and open your eyes, my boy. You understand the weight of a mind deprived of knowledge better than anyone else.
呢度係咪金湖出口
Lead
㗎？
humanity to the apex of evolution, without internecine strife, without falling into the abyss of war and hatred.
你又唔係喎，好似
You are a warrior of science. Take up the sword of knowledge and strike at the very heart of the capitalist bureaucracy. Make the world pure and great. Those who die will be preserved as digital copies. No one will ever be forgotten again. Collective is a new world. A world where everyone will be intelligent and happy. Which world is this happening in, my boy?
嗱，佢講完晒嘢啦，但係我都仲係揾唔到路。咁其實係咪根本冇出路㗎啦？等佢講完嘢，隔一陣我就走到。骨頭路唔啱啦。咦？多隻手嘅喂！有出口啦！睇下先，我睇下揾唔揾得翻條路先。頭先咧我就記得見到塊板之後轉右，一直行到尾嘅。咦？但係而家變咗骨頭路嘅喎。咁好啦，大家記住嗰塊板係呢個路標嚟嘅，咁就會揾得翻㗎啦。呢隻咩嚟㗎？佢隻手似唔似我哋喺幻覺裏面嗰隻手啊
Dr. Sechenov just held a press conference in which he completely denied rumors about civilian robots malfunctioning at Facility 3826. The facility is back to full operational capacity, and the red alert
Finally back with us, Sonny. You took a real pounding, didn't you? You were pretty close to staying there for good.
Where?
You tell me. How am I supposed to know where you are when you're on the bloody rampage? You were a nice boy when my daughter was around, but ever since she passed away, you do nothing but sulk and fly off the handle at the drop of a hat. Nothing but blood and ripped off heads everywhere.
What's your daughter got to do with me?
My Katinka. Our Katinka. They played hell with your memory, Sonny.
Lady, what are you talking about?
She was my daughter, but she was your...
Ekaterina Nechaeva, codename Blesna, member of the Argentum Spec Ops squad. So you must be...
Your mother-in-law, you stupid ignoramus. You worked for Sechenov until those Bulgarian terrorists blew you up. Katya didn't make it. Then Sechenov turned you into a monster.
Yeah, I may have heard something about that.
Why are you just sitting there if you already knew? I've been keeping an eye on you ever since. I figured there must be some humanity somewhere in you.
Sorry, lady, but you figured wrong. My past, my present, it's all gone. Wait, where's Larissa?
She's everywhere. You scattered her to the four winds.
哇，陰公！
Fuck. You got a gun, lady.
Does it look like I don't have one? What would you like?
Anything'll do. I just need to blow my head off.
Great idea. Just blow your own damn brains out and be done
Stand
with
down,
it.
lady!
Then Sechenov can turn everyone into mindless meatbags. First the Soviet Union, then the rest of the world.
Fine, I get it.
If you get it, then get up. I'll give you weapons, lots of them. But only if you promise me you'll put that freak down once and for all.
復仇戰開始啦，應該。
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
Listen to your elders, Major. Comrade Sechenov's deeds demand vengeance.
What is this shit, Sergei?
It is me, Zinaida. Chariton Zakharov.
Chariton, you devil! You're alive!
In a sense, an evil wizard turned me into polymer goo.
Wait a fucking minute. Are you telling me you've known Granny Zena this whole time?
Keeping secrets can be very useful, Major. They haven't let us down yet.
Useful to who? You keeping secrets is letting me
Sechenov
down.
must be off his rocker if he's doing this kind of stuff to people. Wait a second. What about Katya, Kartinka? Could she still be alive?
It's possible, but in what state? Just look at me. I'm not sure I'm better off, but I don't have hard data at this time.
I'm begging you, Sergei. Sechenov has to die!
Jeez, get off my back already! Crispy critters. What the hell is going on around here? On the one hand, I've got lying, manipulative dicks who claim to be noble avengers. On the other, I've got a Soviet scientist and member of the Academy who wants to enlighten all mankind and use me to get rid of assholes. According to the manipulative dicks, that is.
以為有得揀咪住？喂，有得咁樣嘅咩？嗱好啦，我啱啱係緊急關 game back up 咗個 save 嘅，有兩個選項，咁應該係有唔同結局啦。咁所以我哋揀咗第一個先，唔會傷害謝切洛夫。
I'm not laying a finger on Sechenov. I'm out. I've had enough of this game.
What the hell are you? Are you some scared little bitch?
You're making a mistake, Major! Head to Chelomane now!
If you're so worried about your righteous vengeance, you can go there yourselves. This is my decision, not yours. I'm not helping Sechenov anymore. I've done enough harm. But I'm not playing executioner for a member of the Academy, a hero of the Soviet Union, and a scientific genius. I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
He is just using you!
Is that so? Then why aren't I in that limbo, huh? Why aren't you dead? The wizard isn't doing a good job from behind his curtain. By the way, Cherton, I was thinking.
Yes?
You fucked up! This fucking Voskhod polymer extension in my head, it was your invention! You tried to use people long before Collective came into being. Maybe Sechenov wants to knock the bullshit out of people's heads by crushing their spirit, but he isn't turning people into monsters just like me. Or he'd just use Voskhod instead of the thought controller and the shots!
You're making a mistake!
喂，你咁樣掹佢真係得㗎？
Stop squirming, you asshole!
嚇？佢個真身係啲觸手？
There. That's better.
咁你隻手套點解要駁起你
Security
個
footage
頭頸
shows
度
Major P3 exiting facility 3826 and fleeing. His destination remains unknown. Major P3 did not provide any information about his destination, but Dr. Sechenov views this infraction as insignificant. Near the exit used by Major P3, a camera recorded an unidentified object made of black polymer. Its design is unknown. Furthermore, due to its small size, the polymer object in question could not be further analyzed in the footage.
咦咁講，嗰皮黑色嘢可能有啲古怪喎，究竟係咩嚟嘅咧？嗱，但係如果我哋乜嘢都唔講，處於兩難嘅局面，咁會點樣咧？睇一睇先。咦，佢焗我揀嘅喎，原來。 嗱好啦，咁即係話咧，我哋點都係要揀第二個噶啦，係咪先？我哋攞啲新嘅裝備出發啦！
Whatever, lady. Why don't you show me what's in that
Now you're
arsenal of yours?
talking, Sonny.
佢有啲咩新嘢俾我想問？我唔覺佢有新嘢喎 ，save 咗先，跟住做一做整備。
Honey, I am extremely worried about you. I think you may be in danger.
What do you mean? The break room isn't safe anymore.
No, handsome. My room will always be safe for you. I won't let anyone in as long as you're here.
Then where is this threat coming from?
Your glove. It is manipulating you. Take it off before it's too late. And we'll be together till death do us part.
Oh, man. I'm sick of you going on about the glove.
But I'm right, darling.
Yeah, you just want to murder me. Not gonna happen.
How could you even think that, sugar? I only kill pathetic, horny little pipsqueaks who try to enter me, when all I want is you.
How many times do I have to tell you to stop killing people?
But that's beyond me, sugar. I can't help myself.
Then you'll have to deal with the glove until you can.
You should forbid her from telling you to remove the glove.
You see? He is turning you against me. Oh, sneaky manipulator. Darling, take off the disgusting thing right now.
Listen, can you spare me your maniacal ramblings? This place has already gone to hell.
Whatever you say, Master. Just enter me often and keep punishing me.
你真係想咁樣嚇？哎呀，我整備下先。嗱，我已經整備完畢 ，AK 咧就有180發，散彈108，手槍有接近200發，火箭炮有30發，夠打啦啩？仲有10支補血藥。啊，外母可唔可以再傾下偈啊？佢唔理我咁走啦。
Then come on, Sergei. Vengeance awaits.
Don't rush me. One thing at a time.
I would prefer that we reach Sechenov before Collective is updated and it is too late to change anything, in case you don't like his answers.
我諗我哋揸住 AK 入去會好啲。老婆，點解會係你喺度等我哋嘅？你唔好做埋啲咁古怪嘅動作啊！唔該。
Be careful, Major.
睇下先，佢話雙生武靈同我哋一樣啦。 可以儲存能量嚟加強攻擊嘅威力嘅，攻擊佢就可以削減佢儲存嘅能量，同埋削弱敵人嘅特殊攻擊㗎啦。
我先 ，same difference.
You have no idea how right you are.
佢可以抵抗傷害攻擊。係啊，哎呀，可唔可以雪凍佢啊
What are you looking at, Major? Fight!
哎呀！
Imagine if there were two of them.
預備。火箭炮好似都 OK 喎，你睇下，佢企定定俾我炸嘅喎。
Use everything you have.
撈埋先，電一電佢先。
The latest robotics technology and for what? To kill.
炸多嘢，搞掂。喂！哇！危險！我係咪應該要射佢啊？但係好似冇。 你安息啦。 搞咩啊佢？哇！冧落嚟，冧落嚟！咁我哋點啊？跟上去啊！搭 lift 上彈先。
Atomic Heart Project, approved by the Secret Congress of the CPSU Central Committee on February 14, 1951. The goal is the suppression of the United States of America, change of political regime, abolition of capitalism, establishment of communism, establishing social and moral ideals consistent with the beliefs of a Soviet person. The method of execution is the seizure of the strategic and military facilities, followed by disconnection and shutdown of nuclear power plants. Effective deactivation of the atomic heart of America, complete surrender of the government, and the transfer of power to the top leadership of the USSR.
So how are they gonna pull that off?
Well, Sergei, first they sell robots, then they simply give them away as aid. Once they reach critical mass, they take over all the power plants and cut off the power.
所以呢個先係真正嘅原子之心計劃。唔通要打呢隻？周圍有好多相嘅喎，係咪全部都係啲科學家嘅相嚟嘅咧
Greetings, honored members of the Politburo. I am pleased to inform you that the Atomic Heart Project is now complete and ready for launch. This is a top-secret project designed to crush the resistance of our class enemies in Western Europe, East Asia, and of course, North America. As you know, Facility 3826 has been a player on the capitalist market for many years now, providing a labor force, i.e. robots, to the entire world free of charge as a way to skirt sanctions. We have intentionally refused to sell some of our devices, such as Burabs and Condors, while pretending not to be interested in the others and accepting payment only for maintenance and repair. The distribution of these robots has already led to civil unrest due to growing unemployment in rival countries. But more importantly, it has also led to our devices being located in strategic targets, without exception, including nuclear power plants. In order to bring about the triumph of international socialism, we will activate our robots' hidden capabilities. After switching them to combat mode, we will capture rival countries' nuclear reactors and demand that power be handed over to the people. The borders of the Soviet Union will expand beneath the banner of a people's uprising. We will demonstrate the advantages of our ideology and disseminate it throughout the world. The Soviet Union will square its shoulders and direct mankind's gaze up to the stars. The Atomic Heart Project will be launched as soon as every citizen of our nation has been fully polymerized. Thank you for your time, comrades.
I never would have thought Sechenov would be capable of something like this.
Dmitri is not the man he was when we started this. I don't know what broke him. Atomic Heart, politics, or the fact that everyone has been calling him a brilliant genius every day for years.
其實佢係咪傻㗎？人哋美國係民選總統嚟㗎嘛，就算你剝奪權力，將個權力俾咗啲人民，佢哋都可以照選個總統出嚟嘅啫。個計劃喺呢個層面其實點講都唔通㗎。佢只不過係想利用機械人去控制所有人啫嘛。仲有嘢睇㗎。
Speed, the GMC 69 geodesic monocycle's wheel can slice a man's body in half. Its standard loadout includes a 7.62mm machine gun.
有啲隱藏設定啊，話佢哋攻擊力有幾強啊！呢隻咧每小時80擊殺，哇！呢個肯定勁好多啦，450擊殺一個鐘。咁呢隻咧，呢隻應該少啲啦啩？哇！呢隻都有100，睇唔出喎。呢部咧 點解呢部
The
冇嘅？
Bumblebee has a silent mode for infiltrating enemy lines and gathering intelligence.
就咁咋？潛入用嘅，哇！呢隻一定勁啦！叫露珠，可以500擊殺1小時。嚟到呢度有個箱俾我攞嘅。哦，補給翻啲炮彈都幾好。呢隻咧掃地機械人嚟嘅喎，最高都有90擊殺1個鐘。呢隻咧渣啲啦啩，都有70。咁啲機械人老實講啊，就算佢冇配備武器，淨係用機械臂打埋嚟都打死你啦，係咪啊？呢部咧有機關槍，最多可以每個鐘殺25個。呢個弱啲啦。呢隻都有50咁誇張啊！不過俾佢鋸一鋸都幾大鑊。呢隻咧我未同佢打過，佢有磁力脈衝槍200一個鐘，睇唔出咁勁啊！咦，我正備咁攞翻啲子彈先。呢部 lift 應該去翻正門。有乜 save 啊 ？save 咗先。
Saving data。
嗱好啦，準備完畢，我有38發嘅導彈，500幾發 AK， 乜都死啦，係咪啊？嗰嚿咩嚟㗎？仲咁冷靜，佢知我哋嚟尋仇㗎咯喎！你攞隻手套對住佢做咩啫？你應該揸支槍對住佢啊嘛！
Boss?
Protect. Well, Cheriton, are you proud of yourself? You, Larissa, and Zenaida have certainly been busy. But Sergei, I wouldn't have expected you to be quite so gullible, my boy.
Silence! You messed with my head. You wiped my memory. Am I a toy to you like those other people connected to Collective? Who the fuck do you think you are?
Calm down, Sergei. I can see you're terribly upset. It's okay, I don't blame you. But you, Cheriton, you were supposed to help the boy, not pull his strings like a puppet.
Me? Don't you blame this on me? I'm not the one trying to deprive everyone of their free will, turning them into mindless puppets. And it wasn't my choice to be a talking pile of goo either. You're glad it happened, aren't you? You'll use everything and everyone to achieve your goal, including me and your agent. Admit it!
How dare you? I lost you both, then saved your lives. You're both scientific miracles. You are my best friend, Cheriton. And the Major is like a son to me.
And those two are like daughters, right? And everyone you're going to connect to Collective, everyone whose minds you're going to control. Who are they to you? Millions of foster kids? Everyone is just grist for your mill, Dimitri.
I want to give mankind a spectacular future. Unimaginable achievements. I want to give them a path to the stars.
Both of you, shut up! Get your hands up! Some goddamn wizard you are. Tell him to stand down. I'm counting to 3. 1!
What a shame.
2!
It's a shame you've escalated this situation without even trying to resolve it peacefully. But I won't let you stand in the way of progress. Right, left, terminate.
哇！佢真係當我哋冇到㗎喎！喂！喂，你唔好咁坐喺度啦！哎呀，哇！要撳 QTE 啊，原來 Q。跟住咧，仲有咩掣要撳啊？哇！喂！睇踩去邊度？喂！哇！好彩冇事。哎呀！哇！飛到好高。喂，我唔想跳舞啊，暈啊喂！好彩隻飛機夠硬淨啫。 你唔好咁整爛啲嘢啊，大佬啊！哎呀 ，Q， 點解會爆炸嘅？裏面應該有油嘅喎。
What in the actual living fuck is this?
Stop blaming the machines, Major!
Freaking fucking critters! These are cold hard facts, Bullet!
回避。
This is exactly what I want to correct. You just walked into my office with a loaded gun. Where's the...
Stop messing with my head!
哇！上面嗰度真係打佢唔到喎，喂！
I'm willing to believe that you were acting in my best interests. But why couldn't you just tell me?
I'm sorry, Suge. I wasn't sure what to do.
Right now, the right thing is to call off the twins and just talk to me.
Forgive me, but right now they're fighting Sheridan, not you.
捉啫你！哎呀
Crispy
回避啊！
Can we just stop fighting?
Get rid of Sheridan. Take off the glove.
Okay,
我要回血
First call off. My.
點解佢冇事嘅喂
？Major, wait.
哎呀！
Finish this right now.
我會救你啊
Your wife is dead. Sechenov took her from.
喂，又點啊？
Surrender, P3, and give me Sheridan before anyone else gets hurt.
Dimitri is suggesting that I'll be hurt. You will be next, Major.
Find me.
Will you really kill your own wife, Sergei?
喂，冇事冇事，避開晒啦！喂，但係點解佢哋咁大嚿黑色聚合物嘅？佢想自爆啊？ OK， 停晒啦佢哋。好彩我多飛彈啫，如果唔係都打得幾辛苦。仲要我淨係打到地下㗎，飛到嗰隻我瞄佢唔到嘅其實。
You lousy
Sergei, you
piece
don't
of
understand.
shit.
Sheridan's manipulating you.
誒？
He gained access to the Voskhod module in your brain and started sending you to limbo. I was busy getting ready for the collective update, so I didn't realize it right away. He's the one who killed Molotov. Tell me, Sheridan, did you do the same thing to Dr. Filatova? Did you use my agent to tear her limb from limb?
I'm sick of your hypocrisy, Dimitri. I did your dirty work while you stayed squeaky clean.
But they didn't deserve to die. Why have you done this?
You motherfucker this whole time.
I've had quite enough of you, Major. Your job is done.
咩話？原來根本就係隻手套做嘅好事，佢係想復仇先咁做咋係嘛
？P3, my boy, get up, get up!
哎呀，佢變咗攤，最後物出咗嚟，佢想去邊啊
What do you want?
I want all this to end, Dimitri. I want your pathetic human race to realize it has no future. It's time for it to step aside and make way for the next phase of its evolution.
佢變咗嗰撇嘢啊！但係我點解頭先唔派佢出嚟啊？原來呢個根本就係 bad ending 嚟嘅。嗰隻嘢，嗰隻蛹蛹啊
Sheridan, you're pure evil. What are you going to do to humanity and collective?
You should not call something evil just because you cannot comprehend it. Evil is an abstract concept. and your thinking is limited. You are a human, a species that will soon be extinct. I realized when I stopped being human myself. Your limitations prevent you from seeing the truth. Dumb humans don't want to evolve. All they want is comfort and satisfaction on someone else's dime.
You never wanted to join with the massive array. No. Stop, Sheraton. No.
I changed my mind.
估唔到復仇係錯㗎，喺呢隻 game 裏面，我哋係俾人利用咗啊！原來瘋狂科學家根本就係個 Charles， 佢先係想利用人類。同埋頭先個結局裏面嗰撇黑色細細撇唔知係乜嘅聚合物，個主體就係 Charles， 我哋揀乜嘢結局其實都係一樣。但係嗰隻蛹蛹究竟係咩生物嚟嘅咧？就係睇住佢奪取咗呢個大集體 2.0， 人類咁就冇咗啦。
The Argentum unit entered Dr. Sechenov's office and found no trace of the doctor. According to partially reconstructed footage, it appears the humanoid neuropolymer object approached Dr. Sechenov's body and then completely consumed it. After the events described in the report, the unidentified humanoid neuropolymer object left Dr. Sechenov's office and vanished.
吓？但係佢又唔係啟動咗大集體 2.0 嘅喎。
P2, P3, mind is never free.
同埋點解 P3 未死，又睇到呢個幻覺嘅咧？
Crispy critters!
嗱好啦，終於爆機，我自己真係估唔到，原來唔揾阿教授報仇，先可能係一個好嘅結局。最尾係勁慘咯！你點會諗到？原來阿 Charles 根本就係想利用我哋嘅啫，係咪先？咁隻 game 我自己玩落覺得其實係做得唔錯，因為始終都唔係一間大廠做啦，可能經驗唔多。即係最為人詬病嘅地方就係有時戰鬥緊啊，又或者係一啲好緊張嘅時候。佢兩個就會不停咁對話，唔好話有時我哋要睇字幕啦，就算你英文好叻，聽得晒佢講嘅所有嘢，喺咁緊張嘅時候，其實你都係左耳入右耳出，咁敘事手法呢度係會差少少嘅。如果係多啲過場啊，有啲特別 CG 交代下啊，啲資料係以故事形式去俾我哋知道嘅話，其實會好過隻手套阿 Charles 不停咁解釋當中發生啲乜嘢事俾我哋知咯。同埋字幕大細冇得教咯，其實係咪外國廠商嘅通病嚟嘅咧？佢冇諗過其他字體係會睇得好辛苦嘅。但係其實就算英文都好，俾你教字幕舒服啲啊！你成個 mon 咁大，左右兩邊咁多空位，要嚟做乜啦？另外武器方面，因為佢唔係跟住主線慢慢去解鎖，又或者唔係一個特定地方俾你去挑戰之後攞翻嚟，而係隨機開箱嘅時候睇你好唔好彩攞到個設計圖。咁變咗我自己都好後期先有啲強力武器用，開頭用嚟用去都係嗰幾件嘅啫，最多你只不過可以去挑戰一啲地下設施，去攞到啲改造嘅部件翻嚟。咁呢度我覺得都係應該要改善下嘅。仲有就係喺自由探索嘅時候，敵人真係可以無限增援，呢度我覺得就差少少啦。啲閉路電視永遠打完跟手就已經會有其他嘢過嚟維修翻佢。如果你想將啲維修機械人全部清除嘅話呢，又係要好花時間，咁呢個其實會令人有少少煩厭㗎。咁如果可以將呢個平衡得好啲，即係我打完一輪嘅佢唔會再出啲維修機械人，又或者我可以將放維修機械人出嚟嘅裝置完全停頓咗佢嘅話， 咁就會合理好多咯。如果唔係打機都打唔晒，變咗有啲位置我都唔理，我索性一味衝去避開啲敵人就算數啦。同埋就係有時主線因為太多嘢講嘅關係呢，佢可能冇預計到我哋揾路揾得快啊，解鎖解得快啊。一到過場或者去到一啲特定嘅地點，佢突然間就會停止咗講嘢。咁呢啲都係一啲要改善嘅地方嚟嘅。咁整體嚟講，成隻 game 我覺得係 OK， 大家有興趣玩嘅可以慢慢玩，因為其實背後呢仲有好多故事隱藏咗。雖然冇乜支線故事俾大家去睇啦，但係其實啲終端機都有好多古仔嘅，幾有趣嘅係。咁好啦，呢個系列我哋玩到嚟呢度啦，中意嘅朋友記住 like 同埋 share 俾朋友一齊睇，我哋都會繼續玩啲正 game 俾大家睇嘅。多謝各位收睇 ，thank you， 拜拜。